Okay, so whatever you want to do, YouTube. Um, Sorry about that, guys. This was going to be one video with the timestamps. However, YouTube has just cut me off at the end of each reading. So, um, this is for group number 3. This is the Wildwood Tarot, and it was the seashell. So if you pick that group, I'm going to begin again. For you, we're looking at what's coming up for healing for this lunar eclipse. What is standing in the way of your prosperity? What is most needing your focus in regards to clearing it out, healing it, transforming it, transmuting it? The healing energy of the lunar eclipse is strong, is powerful. It reveals a lot. So if you're ready to look at what's standing in your way, this is the time to do it. If you don't want to look at what's standing in your way, you're going to have to go out of your way to not see it. So being that it's going to be put in your face anyway, and being that it needs to be healed anyway, you may as well just go ahead and utilize this powerful energy of the eclipse to take yourself to the next level. Drop off this heavy baggage. Leave it behind. All right, so I'm going to start with the Earth Magic overall energy for the healing needed for group 3. Interesting. We can get a couple of supporting cards for that. What else is going on with this need for healing, this specific aspect of healing? So the head card for the reading is unfoldment. So immediately I got the energy of someone's been ready to come out and offer some part of who they are, some part of what they do that people don't know that they do, some like talent to the world. It's a new thing. The very fact that you're coming out with it, because it's something you've kept to yourself for a long time, it's a whole new world for you. This is also unfolding, blooming, unraveling like that is going to allow you to shine very brightly, which I assume just the way it came out, that's something you have some resistance around. That's often the reason why we kind of go inwards and shy away from the world. And then you have strength card as well. So it can also imply in this context that you've doubted your strength in your ability to do this. So let's go ahead and see why. Okay, so why are we needing to unfold in this way? It's so interesting. These cards just came out for the last reading too. So usually, like if you follow collective readings online, oftentimes there's like waves of the same message that all kinds of readers are picking up on, because so many people are dealing with that same issue. So I'm getting that here too. And what I'm getting here, so I have exploitation, responsibility come out. I'm getting that the resistance to blooming into your true self in front of all of the world is You're afraid. You're afraid that it's going to require of you more than you are capable of giving. That people, once you come out with this thing, are going to have some kind of expectation of you that's going to feel overwhelming. And for out of that fear, it's just like, I'm not ready. I feel like that can be a get out of jail free card. It can be a cop out. I'm not ready. I bet if we put a list together of all the great people who accomplished something great who felt like they weren't ready, it would be a very long list of some very impressive things. So while I don't believe that the concept of I'm not ready is invalid at all, sometimes it can be used to hold ourselves back. So why are we struggling with this new beginning? What's the resistance there? What's the resistance to a new beginning, to this healing? It's way too many cards. What's the resistance to this new beginning? So in this card, this deck, the devil is named the guardian. So that the guardian and the home. So I'm really getting a strong feeling that this could be for parents who are looking at following their dream, their mission, and concerned with feeling like they are their place is at home. They're concerned about abandoning that responsibility or leaving anyone short or leaving anyone behind in that situation. And the ego always is an advocate for fear-based decisions. So something that might be helpful if you're resonating with that message is to remember that the radiance, once you unfold, you shine, and you shine on your family as well in more potently than anyone. If it's something you're feeling really called to do, just go for it. And what strength, what aspect of strength is wanting to be healed? Wow. Okay. All right. So whenever I get Two of Swords, Two of Coins, well, not really Two of Cups, that has a whole different meaning. But when I get those kind of like choice decision cards, I see it as a decision between whatever two cards come out. I swear, because I just see it that way, it always comes out in threes. So, what is in the way of you being strong in the way that you need to? Feeling indecisive or torn between these two choices. The Knight of Stones, the Knight of Coins, and the King of Bows, or the King of Wands. So that's telling me you are having a hard time choosing between going for it and being practical. So let's see if we can find some way to get some insight. What aspect... Okay, I didn't get to finish my question so you could hear it. I already knew what it was. But what aspects can we focus on to move forward? 8 of Vessels and the Knight of Bows. The Knight of Bows is the Knight of Wands, which is depicted as the fox. And the 8 of Cups is depicted or named as rebirth here. So this, like the fox, often represents, so if you have the animal spirit deck, like, of course, why not? Why not just have some kind of situation? So within that deck, the fox is all about family. He's a cunning provider. That's where that cunning kind of make it happenness of the fox comes through, is because it's all for his family. And then of course rebirth. So that indicates to me that there is a transformation that is needing to happen for you as within that home, within your role, how that works, the dynamics, in order for you to feel like you can go forward. What's stopping you? What's holding you back from making this decision? Let's get a couple more cards. What's holding you back from making this decision? So I kind of feel like this is how it came through. These two cards for first also came up in the last deck, but with a different vibe. So boredom and frustration. I feel like you feel like you're obligated. Your place is at home. It's not fulfilling you fully. That can come with a little bit of guilt, but don't forget that you have a divine mission. You were not created simply to provide care for your family members. That's an all-inclusive thing. You're all supposed to take care of each other. It doesn't exclude you from your divine purpose on this planet. When we deny our divine purpose, our lives do become very dull. And it can become very frustrating, especially if you have this feeling, this sense that there is something that you are supposed to do, something that you're wanting to do, something that you've been working on, even if it hasn't been full force. What's holding you back from making that decision, I feel like, is once you make it, if you do decide to go forward, well, then you got to go forward. There's no going back then. So you're like, it's just a hesitation. It's not even a real issue. It's just that fear of what if. And tradition, earth fire. So what I'm getting out of that is it is not traditional, or it does not line up with your values, the way that you were taught to leave the home to go to work. It's not done, it's just not right. But this reading says it is. So how can you move forward? I'm going to use the gateway to the divine. Energies to tap into. It's going to help you move forward. Interesting. So the first two cards that come up, Four of Swords and the Lovers in reverse. So this can indicate that your relationship, your primary relationship, is taking up too much of you, of your resources, your energy, your focus, your time. And what you need is rest. Then the other way to look at it is temptation. The Lover's card in reverse, because of the connotations of the devil and the original sin. You can see the snake and the apple. Also can indicate that your weaknesses, your crutches, your insecurities are getting in the way. You need rest, because this isn't just rest, it's meditation as well. A lot of clarity comes through meditation. And what things do we want to lean into to get us to unfold or to heal around this unfolding? Okay. So what I'm getting from this, so we have the King of Coins, we have the 10 of Cups, and then we have the 7 of Coins. What I'm getting from this is to sit in the knowledge that you have created and hold a beautiful space of home. You have done that work. However long you've been working on it, you've worked on it hard, you've set up that space, you hold that space really well enough that you don't have to worry about it. Everything's gonna be fine. And your dude or your, you know, partner, your counterpart, doesn't actually have to be a male, but they got it. They might not even know that they got it, but they got it. And if they don't got it yet, they'll figure it out. If you are called to do something, God's gonna make it happen for you. You know, there's nothing that can't be done, and it's amazing how easily and how like serendipitously things can come together when you let them. So that is the pick a card reading. I only took 3 videos to make. I'm gonna work on that. So yeah, utilize this eclipse energy, milk it if you will. I certainly have spent some time zeroing in on the healing that I'm most being called to do, and I certainly intend to milk this energy because healing work is hard, and I've done a lot lately, so I'd really like a little shortcut out of it, which is kind of what's happening here with this eclipse energy. It's like supercharging your healing processes, especially when you channel it. That's your intention, that's your focus, and you're open to that assistance and that energy influencing that situation for you. So I really hope that those messages resonated, and if they did, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, share it with somebody if you think that it holds a message for them. If you did want a private reading, I am available for that too. So you can go ahead and contact me. My email's in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to offer you a little something else, and I hope to see you back. Bye.